Nestled in the heart of a picturesque town called Willowbrook, where wildflowers sway to the rhythm of the gentle breeze and the sun drapes the rolling hills with a golden blanket, lived a woman named Emily. This town was a serene haven, like a beautiful scene from a nostalgic painting. The houses, painted with a mix of pastel colors, lined the narrow cobblestone streets, their wooden shutters adorned with an array of vibrant flowers. A gentle stream wound its way through the town, whispering soft lullabies to its inhabitants beneath the tranquil shade of the willow trees. Emily was a woman of striking beauty, her features etched with delicate elegance. Her hair, the color of ripe chestnuts, cascaded down her back, wavering with the gentle whispers of the wind. Her eyes, a mix of green and hazel, were serene pools that held the town's secrets, stories, and shared memories, like an ancient wise sage. Her laughter was a melody, a sweet harmony that resonated through the tranquil atmosphere of Willowbrook. It was a sound that could charm birds from their trees and make the townsfolk stop their work, if just to hear a fleeting note of that captivating euphony. Her laughter was a light that filled the darkest corners of the town, so pure and bewitching that it could make the hardest of hearts soften, the gloomiest of faces smile. Her heart was a wellspring of compassion, a river of kindness that flowed unabated. It was a beacon of hope in times of despair, a sanctuary of comfort in moments of grief, a source of inspiration for those seeking solace. Emily was the human embodiment of empathy. She was always ready to lend an ear, to offer a comforting hug, to help with a problem. She was a pillar of strength, a soothing presence that was as constant as the northern star. Emily had given her heart to a man named James, a man of simple charm and warm demeanor. James, a man whose eyes held a glint of mischief, an echo of boyhood excitement that had not faded with time. His eyes were mirrors of the soul, reflecting the depth of emotions, the intensity of feelings. His gaze was inviting, tempting one to dive into the pool of passion and love that lay within. James was a man whose eyes mirrored the promise of an everlasting love, a promise that was as unbreakable as the diamond-etched ring he had given Emily. This promise, wordless yet profound, was the bond that united them, a pledge of their undying love for each other. His eyes held a promise of a love that would survive the test of time, a love that would shine brighter with each passing day. And so, in the heart of a picturesque town called Willowbrook, under the vast, watchful eyes of the azure sky, where wildflowers danced to nature's song, and the sun graced the earth with its warm embrace, lived Emily, a woman whose heart was home to an everlasting love. Emily had given her heart to a man named James, a man whose eyes mirrored the promise of an everlasting love. Their love story was a symphony, each note perfectly in tune with the next. A tale of two hearts, intertwined in a dance as old as time. Their love was a testament of devotion and mutual respect, painted in soft hues of affection. Together they envisioned a future that was as tenderly beautiful as the dawn's first light, a canvas filled with laughter and love. They dreamt of a life marked by shared smiles, secret glances, and hands held in quiet comfort, a life that was theirs and theirs alone, a life they were building, carefully and meticulously, brick by brick. Each brick represented a shared moment, a quiet understanding, a shared joke, or a shared dream. Each one was carefully chosen, each one was lovingly placed. Each brick was a testament to their love, a love that was as sure as the sun that rose every morning, as certain as the stars that shone every night. But as the sands of time sifted gently through the hourglass, Emily found herself yearning for something more, something elusive, something enigmatic, a fizzing, bubbling excitement that she couldn't quite put her finger on, a desire, a longing for a mystery that lingered at the edges of her consciousness, whispering promises of adventures yet to come. Days turned into nights, and nights into days, the hourglass constantly turning, the sands of time relentlessly flowing. Emily yearned, Emily longed. She sought for that missing piece, that elusive excitement, that adventure that was just out of reach. Then, like a meteor streaking brilliantly across the canvas of the night sky, carving a path of light in the inky darkness, Emily met Alex. Alex was not just a man. He was a personification of adventure, a manifestation of charm. His very presence was magnetic, his aura pulling her in, his charisma a fire within Emily that she never knew existed. Alex was a tornado, a whirlwind of thrill and excitement. He was the storm after the calm, the lightning after the drizzle. His spirit was untamed and his energy was infectious. His eyes held galaxies of adventures. His smile hid a universe of secrets. In him, Emily saw a love that was wild and free, a love that was untamed and unpredictable. It was a love that was not bound by conventions or traditions, a love that was unbridled and unfettered. It was a love that was as wild as the stormy sea, as free as the soaring bird. It was a stark contrast to the cozy familiarity of her life with James. As she stood at the crossroads of her life, Emily realized that life was not a symphony of notes in perfect harmony, but rather, it was a melody imbued with a myriad of notes, each unique, each beautiful in its own way. And in this beautiful, chaotic melody of life, Emily found her song. In him, she saw a love that was wild, free, and unbridled, a stark contrast to the cozy familiarity of her life with James. Swept away by the intoxicating allure of this newfound passion, Emily made the life-altering decision to leave James and elope with Alex. At that moment, it was as if a current of electricity had surged through her veins, giving her an uncontrollable sense of urgency and desire. This wasn't just a fancy or a whimsical pursuit of happiness. It was a deep-seated emotion, a gut-wrenching need that reverberated through the very core of her being. This was love, in all its raw, unabashed glory. She recalled the days spent with James, a time that now seemed like a distant memory. There had been love, yes, but it was a pale shadow compared to the pulsating vibrancy of her feelings for Alex. He was an enigma, a tantalizing prospect that was both exciting and nerve-wracking. His eyes held a depth that seemed to promise a profound connection she had yearned for. His voice, a soothing melody that made her heart flutter and her soul sing. Every stolen glance, each secret smile, the subtle touch of their hands, the intoxicatingly close proximity, everything about him stirred a whirlwind of emotions within her. She felt alive, invigorated, and free. It was a freedom she had never known before, and she reveled in it. She was eager to experience the world through his eyes, to feel the pulse of the universe in sync with his heartbeat. The promise of an exciting adventure with him was too enticing for Emily to resist. She was ready to take the plunge, to throw caution to the wind and embark on a journey that would forever change the course of her life. She found herself drawn towards the idea of exploring the world with Alex, each destination representing an exciting adventure, a thrilling chapter in their love story. Her heart ached with anticipation as she prepared to leave her old life behind. This was a leap of faith, a risk, but she was willing to bet everything she had on this love, this passion, this man. She believed strongly that she had found the missing piece of her heart in him. Together, they set off on a journey across the globe, each destination a blank canvas for their love story. However, beneath the veneer of their passionate romance, fissures began to appear. The very spontaneity that had drawn them together now became a bone of contention, and the flame that had once blazed brightly between them began to flicker and dim. Emily found herself yearning for the stability and comfort she had once found in James, realizing too late the depth of the love she had forsaken. Alone and filled with regret, Emily trudged through the debris of her shattered dreams, the echoes of her mistakes a constant companion. But amidst the ruins of her past, she found a beacon of hope, a chance for redemption and a fresh start. With each step forward, Emily learned to forgive herself for the decisions she had made and to embrace the lessons they had taught her. She discovered that love wasn't about grand gestures or fleeting passions. It was about loyalty, trust, and the courage to weather life's storms together. And so, with newfound wisdom and a heart tempered by sorrow, Emily set out to rebuild her life, one small step at a time. She carried with her the memories of both James and Alex, cherishing the love they had given her and vowing never again to take for granted the beauty of a love that was true and enduring. Emily's journey is a reminder to us all that love, in its truest form, is a journey of self-discovery, forgiveness, and growth.